You do
We
it.
are back at Nerds R Us HQ
That's
remotely. Not
Ish.
this time.
HQ, our own, namely our own homes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at my own headquarters. I'm in the attic, or the penthouse, as I like to call it. Foxy is Cinderella in the shed, as you wish.
The bunker.
And the
Yes.
bunker, yeah, he's in the bunker. And
Or the
Jonathan, the foxhole. Yes, we'll call it the foxhole. Okay, so I'm in the penthouse. Foxy's in the foxhole, and Jonathan's one can be the bunker because it's not attached to the main house.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
This is actually as close to a bunker as you'll get it.
Yeah.
With
We've all been in
semi-detached
there.
bunker.
Yeah, the semi-detached bunker with its own
Yes.
heating and water.
I have my own immersion. Hooray!
You left it on bath.
Oh
Oh,
no! Ooh. Oh god, a shiver just ran down my spine. Ooh.
all the old Irish
You know it's a true bunker because I have one sink, and it does me the whole day. I know.
So we're-
living the high life, lads.
We are still on season 3 of That's a Lie,
That
or
is
of
correct.
Beyond Belief, even. Sorry, and last week's episode, if you've watched, I'm 10 for 10.
Yes.
That bottle of gin is now gone.
It's true, actually.
It lasted.
Yeah. We started during the whole thing on camera. It was fucking impressive, I'll be honest. Like,
Hence why Amy's so quiet.
I miss gin. Space on a day.
Where's rum gun? Where's the gin gun?
Winter, spring, and summer gold. One of these
So-
days, what I'm going to do is I actually am just going to down a bottle of gin on camera.
Mm.
That'll be my goal. I'll buy another bottle of social gin and I'll just down it on camera. And then I'll have an excuse for falling asleep during a future wrestling or PG.
Yes, exactly.
Excuse?
Because you'll still be drunk at the point we record it.
Excuse?
All she needs is an invitation.
Excuse?
Man.
Excuse? No, sir. That's exactly what Johnson said. Oh, I get to be drunk and I get to fall asleep and it gets to be recorded. Sign me up. Don't sign me up. Don't sign me
Don't
up.
time. Do not do this. Ignore this woman.
That would be a bad idea.
That would be foolish on all accounts.
I'm nearly sure I'm nearly sure I sent this to you, but there is actually a video of me downing a bottle of wine in 30 seconds. So it can be done.
The fact that
I
you're
did
very
say
proud of
this
that says a lot.
I am very proud of that because it wasn't my normal wine. It was a Sauv Blanc and it wasn't a Pinot Grigio. Am I drunk now?
Oh well, no, of course not. Because if it was a Pinot Grigio, you'd just been a complete fucking fiend at that point. Disgusting.
Excuse me.
Do that
Pinot is
Pinot
to a red. Pinot is a white wine.
Oh,
Pinot Grigio
sorry,
is
it is
white wine.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yes.
we're all fucking wine connoisseurs. Fuck off.
Clearly I fucking am, as opposed to the arsehole up in the fucking bunker. Do you know what? I'm not going to listen to this red white wine slander
Propaganda.
that you have going at this moment. And I suggest that we spend the next 43 minutes and 2 seconds just literally shit talking other people and their shitty little stories on whether or not someone had a mannequin beat them up.
I'm still annoyed that was bollocks. Like, I want to live in a world where someone could have got like knocked around lumps by fake people.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Your mannequins weren't fucking real, and unfortunately, that poxy fucking horse was. So do you know what, Foxy? You can give John Foxy. You can Foxy. I'm sorry. Shh. Adults are talking now. All right, Foxy.
Yes.
Which is technically true because no matter how. Because in 5. Oh my God, I'm gonna be 31.
Remember, this is coming out next Sunday, so do the maths.
Next Sunday. Don't you fucking play. Next Sunday. Oh, that would be the 10th. Oh, this is going out on the 10th.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I already am 31. Oh, wow. So this is
she's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow. Give her bus pass now. And their medical card too.
The noise that like bloop 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 bloop.
So much. That one's really burny.
That
I
means
feel the
it's
burn.
working.
Oh, it means that is a fucking high content. That is a very high percentage.
Thank you again,
High quality
Silga,
content.
for fueling this part of the Nerds of Us channel at this point. Well, I suspect we're going to hear that.
Can you just hear that?
Yes, I can hear.
It's the bloop. There you go.
Hey.
Cheers, money well spent. Look at it. Look at this happy face. Look at the happy face you're serving here.
You got a name drop as well. Name
Yes, absolutely. What else do you need?
Every single, ladies and gentlemen, for the Still Garden Distillery Distills Editions Gin. You can find them in, what's the address? What's the address?
Intercore, Golden Bridge Industrial Estate.
Golden
Dublin.
Bridge Industrial Estate, right next to Rascal's HQ.
For
For all your pizza and beer needs.
It's here, Connell Road.
So,
Do you know what, actually? I think maybe you should actually just write them down and I'll learn it. And I'll learn to do the ad voice.
Yes, you can do the Yango voice, as I call
Yeah,
it.
I'll do, yeah. And I'll do an ad voice.
Rattle it
halfway
off.
through,
Pure
like-
Cork Marnica.
imagine we got Ango to just start doing advertisements for us. Like,
And now we break for a commercial.
for like
Like, literally,
sponsors
like-
that never happened.
Yes.
Like,
This
Well,
is how we
yeah.
stretch out the episodes. We just get Ango to do
Yeah,
fake
we
adverts.
get, yeah.
these are
Yeah, that's what I was
non-paid
just
like advertisements.
Oh, it'd be perfect.
Can
And then
we-
hopefully
how much do we have to
someone
pay
will-
Angus McAnally to do improvised adverts for us?
That'd be brilliant.
So, I'll be honest with you.
Can we do that?
We cannot afford. I'm going to say this now. We cannot afford him.
Yeah, he's a second generation superstar. We can't book him. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like
I
really,
could try.
we could try. I'll get onto Jerry Soul and I'll say it's like work experience.
He's the man to know.
Yeah, he is the man to know.
He's the man to know, in fairness.
Although,
Any bit of gossip that I've ever gotten about anyone. And I'm like, if
He's
I
a
need
man.
to like if I need to confirm or deny, I'm like, Jerry, I have a question for you.
that is true, or
He's got
that
the
is a
hook up.
lie.
That is correct.
That's honest to God. He will it's either thumbs up or thumbs down. And I'm like, grand, I know where to go.
That's why.
What is he,
That's why
Caesar?
we don't have. That's why we don't have
Not
Jerry doing
bad.
these, because he'll actually know the people involved in these stories.
Jerry. Yeah, sure, that was Tomo just down the road.
Yeah, it was your man Balfour. What a prick he was, eh? Oh.
Jerry
It was
is literally-
gross, huh?
Jerry is a fountain of knowledge that people do not use
No,
as much as they should.
they're scared to. It's like the
And-
Necronomicon.
Honest to God, like it really is. It's like he is honest to God, he is Uncle Ben, right? Because with
Yeah.
great power comes great fucking responsibility. And you know
Absolutely.
what? I think we should all just shut off our minds, forget that
I
the
see-
world exists.
I see you
and
got your
just-
lean going. Well done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the foot's gone up and everything.
Nice,
And I
well done.
say that we just get on to the fucking Rikering.
Right, let's do it. Count us in, Amy.
3, sorry, 2, 1, play.
Unprofessional. Honestly.
Beyond
I
belief,
think that was actually the
fact
most professional
or
I've been all
fiction.
episode. And I'm so glad that the
That's
camera
saying a
cannot
lot, to be
actually
honest.
show-
That's
I actually
really
cannot.
not
I'm actually
high
really
bar.
grateful that the camera cannot see the exact position that my legs are in.
Tonight, your challenge.
I
is to
think we
speak
can
the
extrapolate,
truth
to be
from what
honest.
is false. 5 stories, some real, some fake.
I'm
Can you
curious.
judge
Okay,
which
what
are
what
fact
position do you
and
think they're
which
in
are
then?
Fiction? To find out, you
figure
must
of 8.
enter a world of both truth
No.
and deception. A world
Spread.
that is
There you go.
beyond belief.
Foxy got it in one.
Let's try and be nice. Let's try and be. I didn't want to say it. I really didn't.
Someone had to say it.
Yeah.
The fact that one knee is here. Like,
Oh wow, they actually have a Star Trek panel on this show. Fantastic.
Oh shit! Oh shit! They're playing to his strengths.
I don't know what's happening, but
Already
I'm
obsolete in this
wholly
fast-moving
aroused.
high-tech world.
This is what Star
From
Trek
this
thought was the
vantage
future.
point, the car can be monitored
The
and
clangers.
adjusted while it's in the race.
We do, yes. We
Tony
mentioned
Ferris
them
mans this
last
console
week
for
on the
driver
WWE
Chipper
Universe.
Dunn. Chipper has
Did
had a
we?
run of bad luck lately,
Did
but
I
with
do
help
the
from
impression
Tony
of
and his
Soup
console,
Dragon?
We all did the
Baby
impression,
Clanger?
yes.
turn things around.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay,
However,
good. I couldn't remember who I had that
find out some
conversation
things in
with.
his world
Who's us?
Simply can't be trapped.
Oh, nice! NASCAR episode. Get fucking in there.
They're taking a left
Heading for
turn.
my first win. Everything looked great.
Sparky Plugs better be in this fucking race.
I watch NASCAR for the drama. Bullshit.
bros
You watch it for the
racing.
crash.
No kidding, Tony. This one was mine. I had that trophy in my back.
Oh my god, I thought that was
Wasn't
thought that
he
was William H.
the
Macy.
shop attendant in the last episode.
It looked a lot like him.
Michael Bolton.
You're my chief
Not
mechanic.
like the Weasley bastard that tried
Make
to
sure
like
stuff
that got beat
Yeah.
up by a mannequin.
No, I don't want to fire you.
He looks like him.
I wonder if
That
they're doing a Terry
Kirsch
Funk
sounds very
here.
familiar.
Just gotta find a way to win.
Look, I
I was gonna say, I wonder if they're doing like a Terry Funk thing here, and there is
Please
actually a
know
stock
what
car
they are.
driver acting in this,
just don't wanna
but
see
I don't
something
recognize the
happen to
names.
Sparky Plugs.
Mm.
I know.
He has a he has a really shit racing career, by the way.
Let's go to bed
He's so fucking terrible as a driver.
I think he
I knew
only
it was
had actually
fucking
one
coming
race and he didn't even finish
Yeah.
I
it.
love the guy.
He didn't even finish it,
but
a fucking
I
fraud.
love winning even more.
He's also a massive cunt as well.
I've heard that from people, but I've also heard that he was actually really nice from other people as well.
Yeah, he kicked the shit out of a guy with a brain tumor. I think that kind of proves pudding. It was actually that was on film.
He
Not
so
bumping
he
it,
what?
but-
Say? Did
Matt
they know he had a
Cap-
brain
How do you
tumor at
know
the
it
time?
then? When I was about
I
to
don't think so, no. But they
No,
he
so,
heavily
I mean-
concussed him and made it worse.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, then that man should never have been in the ring to begin with. Why
No,
hide
true.
something that serious?
I don't think
for
he knew
a
himself
fucking
either.
arrest.
The
Well, then you
concussion,
can't really
like,
kind of
No.
you can't really kind of blame him then for that.
I can't. No.
Like cunty behavior, yes,
Mm.
but like
He's a bully.
if you're gonna talk that much shit and not back it up and not expect anyone to call you out on it, then
Yeah, fair.
I mean, he's not JBL like feeling the lads up in the toilets now, is he?
Yeah, that's creepy. That's just weird.
I want
So you don't know this story, Foxy?
What JBL feeling like lads up?
He was
Yeah,
hazing the
sudden up there.
boys.
Slutting up their bottoms.
Yes.
Apparently he tried it on with Edge.
Oh,
Edge gave him nothing. Edge
thought you
gave
were-
him nothing on it.
I thought you were talking about Pat Patterson, but like, oh, right.
There was three involved with the Pat Patterson one actually,
Yeah.
and three of them all quit at the same time, and two of them were never rehired, but Pat Patterson was, which makes me think, well, maybe it was the other two then that were actually up to no good, and he just got dragged as well because he was gay.
Mm.
Temperature's spiking. You're gonna have.
I think the car is haunted, lads.
It has a mind of its own.
It's a fucking demon car.
I have no idea what's
It was at this point that I saw him. He
What
came
the
out of
fuck?
nowhere.
What the?
Oh, sorry. I seem to have popped into the wacky races here. Sorry, lads. I'll fit in now.
You're on your own there, kid.
Fucking sure you are. Plus, it's a tiny oval. You can clearly see that there's no one around.
Chipper, get out there with the sign. We gotta stop him right now.
Oh, classic green screen there,
I
lads.
didn't know what he would do next, but I never expected him to stop.
I'm gonna be honest with you now, lads. I don't understand the enjoyment that people get out of like NASCAR or Formula One. I just don't get it.
F1 can be a bit of crack sometimes. NASCAR is just because you might see someone die.
Tony, did you see that guy? He
I just don't understand. It's literally people driving around in a circle.
Mm.
And I'm a fucking wrestling fan. Like,
It's a very acquired taste. As an F1 fan, it's a very acquired taste.
like the last thing I saw that came out of F1 was an actual nonce, I think. So like, I guess we have that in common. But like,
Oh, you mean Mazepin? Yeah, he's a massive.
I don't know. All I know is that apparently he published an apology and then he deleted it.
He's a billionaire's son who he's had to get into driving F1 because his dad is rich and he's invested in the company. And basically, that means he has free reign. He can do whatever he wants. He's also a really shit driver and a massive misogynist and homophobe.
Ah, okay.
He's Russian.
It's a car he died in almost 70 years ago.
Okay, do you know what? Everything makes so much more sense now.
Trust me, he is actually quite an aberration. That's why everyone hates him. A lot of the F1 drivers lately are quite wholesome, quite a wholesome bunch,
Thanks to
actually.
Tony's
Except for
granddaughter,
him.
I'm still alive. And for the first time, I really knew what it meant to be a winner.
Right, so TLDR in this story is basically the car, he got an old ghost car warned him that his car was in trouble and basically forced him to crash, got out of the car and everything exploded just in time.
Foxy from Foxy Bros podcast has disappeared. Oh, never mind, he's back.
He's left the chat.
Foxy has left the chat. He's just making sure there's no F1 nonsense in his back garden.
Get out of here, Mazepin! Whoa! No, not again!
We'll find out if this story
Get out of here,
is
billionaire
at the
freak.
end of our show. Next, love for the same
Dog needs to go out.
two sisters in a fight
Oh, okay.
on Beyond Belief.
The dog needed to go out.
Oh, mannequin.
Is that?
Many wedding dresses are handed down from
Oh.
generation to generation.
Can we
Mother to daughter,
screenshot
sister
this,
to
right?
sister.
And like just Photoshop my face
Well,
onto
yeah.
it. Looks like we're getting.
Together than a wedding, or tear them
Really want to be seen in that dress?
Pratt is wearing this dress to her
Amy,
ceremony.
Hammerhead Shark Friends, he's on tonight at 9.
Camille is marrying Kevin Blair.
Wow.
Man,
Oh my God, I'm
Literally,
delusional.
it's just your dream.
Before this dress is through, it will have something borrowed, something blue, and
Something
A friend
dead.
of mine. A friend of mine was like, I had a dream that like I was like getting a wedding dress, and we were like, oh, okay. And she goes, yeah, but like I had all of yous with me. She must have been doing like a binge of like Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, all of you fuckers were with me, and then yous all tried on wedding dresses, and then yous all bought wedding dresses, and I didn't, and I was the only one getting married. I was like, okay, that's never gonna happen, but okay.
Living dream, I suppose.
Oh, it was so funny though when she was like saying, and then we were all joking, saying, well, we all go out like to a Goodwill and like do what they did in Friends and just buy wedding dresses from a Goodwill shop. Have a night in.
That wouldn't be the last time that's happened. I mean, they did all buy tuxedos in the room for no reason, so, you know, it's possible.
I'm looking there. There's Zach Gibson put out a tweet there. Like,
I saw, I liked it. I liked it. I would be totally on board for this game.
Be a Booker style board game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
If you
on
need
that.
playtests for Zach, give us a call, yeah?
Camille contracted a rare blood disease while on vacation in the tropics.
We might not understand what you're saying because I actually don't know if you really have a voice. No matter how many times I've met you, I've never actually heard you speak.
Can we just get him onto a call so we can boom again?
Hi, yeah, hi, Zach. Hi, how are you? You're not on Cameo, but no, stop for a second.
Shut up.
We'll ask about the game in a minute. We're Irish OTT fans. Actually, you might know one of us. He's the referee. He never gets a chance to boo you, and we just like you to come on a call just so we can boo you. Just make a wish if you
To be
will.
fair, this will be the first time he's worked in front of a crowd before as well, for like the last year, so he'd be down for that as well.
What are you talking about? The last year he's been working on NXT.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're taking
Oh,
advantage of
sorry.
very caring man.
I just
at
realized
his
that
most
you
And listen, but even before that, it was NXT UK, so no one was actually watching it or being there, even
even
before the pandemic.
No, he's in the US NXT.
I know, but before then,
Yeah, true.
it was one of those little satirical nobody likes NXT UK jokes.
Unless you're on it.
Yeah, unless you're getting fucking paid.
Just rest, Camille. Kevin and the children will be in good hands.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these fucking shills. It's like, well, if I was getting paid to be on it,
28
I'm
grand a
fucking
year?
shilling
Fuck
it.
yeah, I'll shield whatever you
Hell
Not
have.
gonna
yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
Someone pays me to advertise something, I'm gonna fucking advertise it.
I'm going to advertise that
Her
shit.
final
I'm
request
going to
was that she
advertise
be
the
buried in her
shit out of
beautiful
this for you.
We
I
are
think you
looking
should
for
put-
sponsors. Please. We want your money.
Do you want to buy a cameo with Jonathan Frakes before he dies?
Yes.
And
is
we
correct.
really need the money to be able to do that.
Yes. Especially for this show.
Aw.
We need
Look
it for
at
this
the
show.
wee-
Hmm.
There's a baby.
Excuse me. Would you mind very much, please, leaving me alone with my poor sister?
Not at all. I understand. You take as long as you like.
Thank you, Mr. Nice Undertaker.
She's gonna hide something or take something.
Take something.
It's time to set things straight, Camille. I'll take my
What?
gown now. Thank you.
Nobody
Fuck
ever knew that
off.
they switched the dress.
No.
In the time that followed, Rhoda practically moved in with Kevin.
Hey.
Right, so the story of this is nice sister dies of an illness, bad sister takes a gown and moves in with this prick.
With
the husband.
The husband.
The husband.
This is the husband. This is the widow. Or widow?
Widower, yeah.
Yeah.
That was what
Widow.
Camille wanted.
Is it widow or widower?
Kevin, it's been
Widower,
six
yeah.
Which is the male?
months since you left us, and
Male is widower.
I do love
Oh,
the kids, but what they need is a full-time
Yes.
mom.
Sorry, yes. I made
And
that
what
joke
you
about
need
my
is a
aunt far too
full-time
many
wife.
times. I should have known that.
Still so soon.
I understand. I could never replace Camille. She and I had our differences, but we both agreed on one thing.
Oh my.
Oh,
days.
you can fuck
You
off, pal.
fucking bitch.
Oh, no.
Oh, he has his eyes open. Oh, never mind.
Is that a psycho test? I wonder.
And so Rhoda's wedding day finally arrived. She
This is
celebrated by
fucking
wearing the
heel
dress
shit,
she
this
had
is.
Taken off her dead sister's embalmed body.
The same
The wedding
fucking
was held in
gown.
August, on the hottest day of the year.
This woman deserves to die.
She's not well.
Yeah. Ah, she's picked up the same fucking illness.
Beautiful.
Off the dress.
So hot. I
Friends.
can't sweat.
Thank you all for being
I
here
wonder
today to
Hmm.
help celebrate this very special moment between Rhoda and Kevin.
Your gown looks an awful lot like Camille's.
Really? A coincidence.
Is she having like an allergic reaction to it or something?
What's that smell?
I don't smell anything.
I think it's coming from your dress.
Like it's a bacterial or a fungal thing, maybe?
Are you all right?
I do feel
Dearly beloved,
a bit strange.
we are gathered here today.
Do you want us to stop the wedding?
Absolutely not.
Rhoda, do you take Kevin to be your lawful wedded husband?
Hmm. To be fair, she does absolutely deserve this, by the way.
Sickness and in health. Till death do you part.
Takes a wedding dress off their dead sister.
Rhoda Pratt died that afternoon. The coroner theorized that death was due to extreme heat combined with a severe allergic
Yeah.
reaction. An allergy
Huh?
to embalming.
Formaldehyde.
Really?
Rhoda Pratt may have indeed died
I do
from
not
an
want
allergy
that
to the
dress.
embalming fluid on the dress.
Right,
Or
so
maybe, as most of the wedding guests believed, her sister's spirit prevented the marriage. So the question is, was it really the
Allergic to
chemicals in the dress that
formaldehyde.
choked
It's
the life
possible.
of Rhoda? Or was the hand from the grave?
what about traces of it on the
That's-
dress, though?
Make your decision
Yeah, you would.
on whether this story is fact or fiction.
Really, because
Depending on how shitty the Undertaker is.
I imagine
That's
like
true,
if,
actually.
yeah,
Yes,
like
that
if
is
it
true.
seeps out.
Yeah.
Because bearing in mind, right? Because bearing in mind, when literally when they drain the blood from the body, it's literally more likely it will be done from an incision at the neck, and then they refill everything like that.
Refills everything, yeah.
Into it. You stitch that up, that's grand, but you will still have a leak. Plus, when a body is being prepared, it is being prepared at the Undertakers. They're the people who have done all this. They're not going to really care if I've washed my hands when I'm touching the back of this outfit. This is not going to be
Yeah.
seen by anyone.
No one's going to be
It's a
touching the body. Yeah,
possibility.
you're absolutely right.
Exactly.
And
They
not-
have
they wouldn't
gloves on while
expect someone to take a fucking dressing or like
A
a
dress
wedding gown
off a fucking
off a corpse.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
My patient, Sheldon
Yeah.
Ludwig, thought he was under the curse.
I love
So
how
really
we're
good, eh?
it's not really.
He didn't grow
I
hair
love
or
how it's not
fangs,
fact or
but he
fiction. Do
did
we believe the
experience
story? Now
deep
it's more along the lines of
Mr.
how
Ludwig.
The
would you
mechanics
get
of-
formaldehyde?
How
the
could it be
mechanics of how could it be done, lads?
And I mean, like with a
something
dress
happened.
like that, you would, as soon as you take it off, you wouldn't be flashing it out and about. You'd literally hide it up.
They
Yeah.
think I'm mad.
Jesus Christ! Like Todd Allen.
Formaldehyde is.
To wear
uh,
that fucking dress though while you're getting married, wear your dead sister's
happened.
wedding dress
You know what
to
happened. You read
marry
my
her
file.
widow.
Tell me in
Or-
your own words.
What the fuck?
You know, I was
Price
a
about
history
money.
professor. I loved what I did. 1 year ago, I took a trip to Romania to do some research. That's when it happened.
That also
The
looks
attack.
like Kevin
Yes.
Spacey and Geraldo.
Came without warning.
Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah.
Jesus.
was
It
walking
does
back
look
to
like
the
it's the
hotel room. I
mustache.
remember looking up.
I thought it was
Or,
Rennie
like-
Goulet there from the shadow, but it's not.
Full moon.
Or like
Is it-
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
No, not Tom Selleck.
No.
No, not Selleck. Tom Skerritt.
Attack was swift.
Tom Selleck has a majestic fucking mustache.
Beautiful mustache.
Are you
Have you ever seen Wow?
No.
It's fucking weird.
It is weird, yeah.
I'll never be.
Remember he
alright.
did that in a few episodes of Friends.
And
He's
Friends.
just like, who the
I'm
fuck is this
cursed for the
person?
rest of my life.
Yeah.
Tell me about
You
the
do
first
like it.
incident, or what you can remember about it.
I returned to Daytona and my teaching. I remember looking up and seeing a cloud pass over.
This guy seems to have a werewolf thingy. He's got lycanthropy.
Howl uncontrollably. The students began running to avoid me. The next thing I remember was waking up in a local jail.
Now, this
charged
is, if
with
I'm not
assault.
mistaken, an actual mental disorder, like vampire, like
From then on, whenever there was a full
kind of like
I have a
a same
book
thing
on
as
it.
conscious recollection of my actions. As a
I had
result,
to
my
deal with your
mental
first year of being a
fired
werewolf.
from the university.
Hmm.
It's an excellent guide.
I became an
Yeah.
outcast. I could talk to no one.
It's quite literal lunacy.
I was being driven mad by loneliness. I needed contact with another human being, but I couldn't risk it.
Must have been very difficult.
Jeez, man, people
moved to
are
New
really
York.
not dealing well with the lockdown at all, are they?
Today I've decided to become a werewolf. I will be taking no further questions on the matter.
Tell me what happened when
Talk
We
about
can't joke about that.
self-isolating.
We can't joke
Yeah.
about that because we know a number of wrestlers who have already gone down that route,
True. Very, very true.
and they're doing quite well.
Oh, negative effects. Oh, I can do them too. Ah, how hideous.
I want to listen to the Cramps now. You fucking really put the Cramps in my mind.
it's gonna be a full moon tonight?
I misheard it so much.
You feel you're going to die?
Yes.
Not gonna lie, that was one of those like songs when I first heard it, I didn't like it, but
It
listening
grows on you.
listening to the playlist, I was just like, why the fuck do I like this intro so much?
You know what was hilarious, right? When we were at a Fight Club show.
Recently received a copy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. I love those shows. I fucking loved those trips so much.
And you were
right?
sick
And-
again?
No, this was I wasn't
One of your
sick
healthy
this one.
ones. Holy shit.
This was
Way
during
down.
this was day 2 for Project Mayhem. This was the Wembley. This was when we went over for Wembley.
Only those not exposed
And
to the eclipse will survive.
there was
That's,
7 matches on the card, right?
That's the one with Miko Satomura, wasn't it?
It was.
Project Mayhem.
Yeah.
Cannot survive
There were
in
7
this
matches
room.
on the card, and out of
So you wanted me to move
7
you to
matches
a
had a member of
windowless room
Sheldon
to let
Freuden on it, so they all came out to the same
Therefore,
theme
you
song,
saved my life.
which
This
Which was-
town is looking
which-
like a ghost town.
that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing, right? But it was a
Very
remix
Father
version.
Ted fucking moment there.
It would be
I like it.
amazing. I'd love that. But it was a remix version of Human Fly, and it was kind of like had a techno kind of beat to it. It's not on any playlist. We only found it on YouTube, like, and that was
Have you moved
played
to a windowless room
like
tonight?
12 times in total, because like whoever won their matches, and obviously when they were coming out as well, and Aina was sitting in front of me, and I had my foot on like the bar on his chair, but like it's involuntary movement is I will tap my foot no matter where I am, and I hear that music, I will tap my foot, and he after like the 8th time he just turned around and he goes,
But his
"You tap your
delusions are
fucking
very
chair,
real,
because
Dr.
if you tap
Aldous.
your foot to this
He's
fucking
convinced
song
he's a
one more
werewolf, he's
fucking
going to
time,
die tonight.
I'm going to fucking throw you over this fucking rail." And I just looked at him and I just went, "Well, am I?"
Now go buzz,
And I'm at buzz, buzz,
Buzz,
buzz.
buzz, and it's just because he just it was that moment. It was that moment where Aina died inside. He just turned like around.
Those
I
puns
was
weren't going to
just
get
like-
him out of shit now.
He literally just turned around and just was like, "I fucking hate you so much."
No,
And then what
don't
made it
watch
even worse
that.
was the
It's
next
not
day
safe.
when we finally got to London and got to Wembley, we had to hear it again, but it was the normal version. And he was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
What I do like, and it's not really used too often, is when a faction uses a song. They modify, like, depending on if, for single members, like they have their own flavor to it, but it's still the same song.
I will admit, I like when a faction comes out and they all come out to that song, right? That particular one. And if it's an original or a remix, I do love it. But it does give me absolute joy when they come out then to their own music, when they have their original music though as well. So like an example would be, I'll use the WWE example on it. So Evolution had Line in the Sand.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear it, and I mean, it's a tune anyway, and they come out to that. But then when it was Triple H was coming out and he came out to the game, like you knew, oh shit, it's gonna get real, sort of thing like that. I thrive on that shit. I love that.
Like I was thinking in regard, so if you're going WWE route, so, remember Sanity?
Yes.
Like the faction.
Yeah.
Each of them, like as a faction, they used one music, but individually they had their own version of that song.
Yeah, because they didn't Cross had like its kind of Scottish overtones to it.
I couldn't
help
Damo had the Northern Irish, like
banging
on it.
I was about to learn the depth of that song.
But things like that is really good. It's just a shame that not many, like, either trios or factions or tags do that.
Do it.
Like,
I mean, if we look at did it. Yeah, the laziest way of doing it would have been the best way is when you had the Shield and then you had Roman Reigns this theme.
Yeah.
Which is literally the exact same thing, just take out Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, the Shield.
Textbook case of this rare syndrome.
You have the Sanity version, which is a good version and the good way of doing it, and then you have the lazy version, which was the Roman Reigns version.
Now time for another good idea, bad idea.
Bad idea.
How do you explain the claw?
Good idea.
So the crack with this episode was that basically this guy
thought he was a werewolf. He was a werewolf.
Yeah. Saw the moon, had a mental episode, and died as a result of his injuries.
Yes.
Self-inflicted injuries.
Crying wolf.
We'll tell you if this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, find out what secrets waiting to be revealed in the mysterious antique store.
Fairly happy with my choices so far. Let's see if these two.
These items were a part of most American homes.
Change my
Today
mind.
they've become valuable antiques. One might wonder if our modern-day appliances will ever provide the nostalgic memories evoked by these artifacts of yesteryear.
Remember the computer?
Costin is a man who appreciates
Hammerhead Shark Frenzy. Are you fucking kidding?
I'm not.
That is a sci-fi original movie I need to look up.
Remember the telephone?
I don't.
Hello, hello, baby, you called, I can hear it.
I remember those fucking telephones.
Oh, lads, remember the ice box? Oh, you had to be there, lads. The ice box. Oh.
I could sense he was slipping into a depression.
Brian Smear.
Did I tell you the story of the family friends who got stuck in the lift with the ice box?
Always cheered Edwin up, but this time it wasn't
No.
working. I was beginning to fear that he might never practice medicine again.
Michael Shank. Great names, lads, in this one.
Just want to hear this story because it's very, very immature humor.
You never know what you'll find when you get in.
Did they shit in the icebox?
At least maybe we can get something cold to drink.
They shit in the icebox, didn't they? Yeah.
Right, so what happened was this particular
I didn't hit anymore.
No, it's very funny. Right, so what happened was they were in Spain and they lived on the second floor and they decided, fuck it, we'll just get the lift down because they had a load of shit with them, which included like beach chairs, an umbrella and an icebox, and there was 4 of them and they all 4 of them got in the lift, and what happened was the lift broke. Okay, the dad of this family has suffers nervous bowels, let's say. And what happened was 5 minutes goes after they get stuck in the lift and he turned to his wife and was like, I need to use the toilet.
That'd be great. Thank you.
The people on the trip was the ones in the lift was the husband, the wife, their daughter, and their daughter's best friend. And, and so what
Pretty colorful old guy.
The wife was like, well, you have to hold it. Because I can't hold it. Because you have to hold it. We'll be out of the lift soon. Can't hold it. I can't hold it. He was getting more and more desperate to the point where he literally turned to the girls and said, face the wall.
Oh dear.
He bust
Lemonade sweet enough for y'all?
And he shit.
He shits in the icebox.
Edwin had that faraway look again, like all the life was draining out of him. I wondered if he would ever return to his practice.
Oh no, the stink.
Smell of it.
So, and then bear in mind, this is in Spanish, heat with no heat.
Yeah.
So when the firefighters got there,
oh, the smell.
the two girls were just sobbing in
It's
the
an old
corner.
icebox, like the kind my grandmother had. Everybody else owned a refrigerator. But she wouldn't give up that old icebox of hers.
I remember you mentioning that a long time ago.
This thing brings back a lot of memories.
So
when I was 8 years old, it was my job
Well, how
to
long
cook
now?
breakfast for my grandmother every other day. It was my special chore. My mother gave it to me because she didn't feel that she could depend on my brother.
I strongly regret that now.
Probably would have become a doctor.
Right.
If it
It's
wasn't for
really
that old
funny though, right? So what happened was that my brother's,
kids my age
this is like my brother's
quitting
best
school,
friend's family.
going off on their own.
And
I
he
even
told
ran
us
away
the
once,
story, and we all had
after
a
a
great
few
laugh
hours, I
about it.
began
It
to
was
worry
very
about
funny because Paul
who
and
was keeping
Paul
Grandma's
adds his own
icebox.
embellishments to the stories.
Actually,
That's very funny, and that's grand. And then we were out
Encouraged me to do
one night
something with my life.
randomly. We were in the Celt
Yeah.
before the
wasn't
before
for
the
her.
fucking global pandemic and all
Probably
this
never
shit. Like this was years
become a
ago.
doctor.
We were out in the Celt and we got chatting. We got a lock in and we were chatting to.
If you
It was all like
folks are
army rugby
interested in
lads
this
that were in it.
antique icebox,
And
I could
someone
make
started
a good
telling a
deal
story about a family
We
that
just
got
brought
trapped
in
in a
this
lift and the dad
Thank
had
you.
to take a shit in an icebox.
oh,
And me and Paul looked at each other as if, wait, are you talking about? I think we gave the name. They were like, yes, do you know this story? And Paul's like, that's my friend's dad. And we were all laughing about it, and that was grand, and we were all laughing again. And then I was at a low blows party in the wool shed. This is again a couple of years later, and the barman, the manager behind the bar, was telling one of the patrons a story, and I was like, is this about the shit in the
We have to get him inside. Out
The
of the
party was just getting spread around by random people. It was brilliant. We told the son, did you know that your dad's a fucking walking legend? And he goes, yeah, someone told me the story back on a work night out. And I had to tell them that was me dad. Oh, so funny.
hello.
That's one hell of an icebox.
There's just a block of ice here.
That's what an icebox was.
Edwin! There's ice in this thing.
Well, how'd that get there?
Well, how did that get there?
Get something to break the ice.
Parker,
It's an icebox. There should be ice in it.
he's better now. I love that is such fake ice, by the way.
Feeling better?
To be fair, the man,
You're
like,
gonna be all
they're
right.
all standing over as if, like, I'm sorry, but have you ever, like, just taken ice out of the freezer? You get a chill. They're all just like, happy go.
Oh, that's good shit. Yeah. Oh, right there. Yeah. Ah, delightful.
They're doing the best Vince McMahon impression.
You just stay calm until the ambulance gets here, Jennifer.
I'll never understand how people are able to get into ice baths. Unbelievable. I'll never understand how people are able to actually, like, get into the ice baths. That,
It's very necessary for recovery.
no,
Muscle recovery.
no.
Believe it.
I will happily.
It's either that, like, the lactic doesn't work, doesn't, like, happen then. Like, literally, if you do that, then, like, you can work out the next day, practically.
I mean, realistically, like, my feet and hands are ice boxes. They're literally always ice cubes anyway, and I can barely deal with them being cold. So I can't
Well,
imagine
that's
my
why-
entire body submerged in an ice bath.
No, that's why for most of them, like, they'd have to wear, like...
This is also a very,
Anyway.
this is also an excellent indication to people. You can tell I've never worked out. I might wear the workout gear and the sweatpants and the hoodies. I never use
Don't let
them
that
for their
distract you.
intended use. They're never for their intended use.
Icebox could have shown up years later, hundreds of miles away. How do you explain the ice inside of it?
How do you explain the ice in there? Maybe someone put it there, Jonathan. That's why it was melting.
Someone put the ice there, and they forgot about it.
Maybe the guy who was working out there who got sunstroke put it there
because he knew
his lemonade later. Possibly. I know. Okay, Grant. It's supposed to be in the middle of the desert. I get it. Fine. That's where the conundrum is. Oh.
One of the things that brings people together
Everyone shut up.
is the joy of cooking. Thousands visit with their neighbors every day to exchange and discuss their favorite recipes. The ladies in our next story love to meet every
way.
Right
Right his hands on the
stir the pot of friendship.
I don't know that shit.
He didn't want to handle that food.
No.
The Gathering.
It's wonderful. It's great as well because in Star Trek canon, Commander Riker is a shit cook. There's like
he's just playing off it.
There's like an episode of the show where like it starts off and he's trying to make scrambled eggs and he puts too much pepper in it, and everyone goes, "Oh God, that's disgusting." And then Worf like goes, "That's delicious." Of course, like Klingon diet is mostly maggots and live animals, so. Yeah,
just let it simmer for a little while.
That's the joke.
Hold your horses,
Although in fairness, who wouldn't want the fucking replicator?
Oh man, like the life would have no more meaning. We could just like here, Foxy Bros be out of business. Make me a perler art of the scale, dimensions.
I will say the thing that I always wanted, and it was from Back to the Future Part 2. So when they obviously go into the year 2020 and they're like making the pizza. No, it wasn't even 2020 yet. No, is it 2020?
2019 I thought it was, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, sorry. But when they go into the future and it's like she has like the little Pizza Hut thing and she just puts it in the oven and it makes it big, I was like, I want one of these. I want one of these for my home.
Oh, guys, look at the sneaky guy coming in.
It's amazing what my little
I made
grandson
myself look
Claude
more
can
rap-like.
do with finger paints. His teacher thinks he has real talent.
So we're getting a new Mortal Kombat movie in April.
You should see my Darlene on point.
Oh, all right then.
She's just so cute in that tutu. I can't stand it.
All Riker then.
All Riker then.
Very good.
If this is going to be the heartwarming story of like how four old women kicked the piss out of a burglar, I'm all up for this.
I'm nearly sure that is actually the plot for the movie Tea with Mussolini.
It's the story of the Golden Girls.
How the Golden Girls got their gold.
I was about to say that. You actually beat me to it.
That's the Golden Girls is probably one of the greatest television shows of all time, and I will not have a bad word said about Blanche, Rose, Sophie, or Dorothy.
These four are great crack. Look at this. They're all just like they're all just being cast to say do the
My Walrus original. They're like chickens gobbling.
This must have been hilarious to direct. It's like, okay, girl, we're gonna get you to do the exact same thing. Yes, at the exact same pitch as well. I love how evil Kevin Bacon here is trying to like keep it all together in this by just shouting through it all.
Don't disrespect the Bake Man.
Young man, if you leave right now, I promise you won't get yourself into any
Pistol whipper. Go on, just for shits and giggles.
Ah, you fool! The one house you pick, it's with the kung fu nannies.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Because they gave up platties, yeah.
We're going to blow up.
I know what we'll do. Let's do a seance and hunt the bastards. Yes.
You're watching The Mighty Boosh.
No, shut up. Let's use our old woman abilities. What are they? Knit. Let's knit our way to safety.
knit a scarf. Tie him up with it.
Yeah, the knights that say knit.
The knights that say knit more like.
Yeah.
Your mother was a hamster.
Lads, they're gonna do a seance. They got the candles out.
Here, they're witches.
That's much better.
Gross! Yes, that's exactly it.
The witch's
We are
coven.
gonna hunt the bastard.
This is going to be like Vicky Haskins in like 50 years. So like, colours in black. I love Vicky Haskins.
Oh, this is total bollocks, but I really want this to be true.
Scared. Oh, just relax, Norma. It's all going to be okay.
She English.
We just have to
I'm
have a
the
little
British
faith.
nanny, therefore I'm more haunted.
A bat is going to fly out of someone's.
Poppins, this bitch!
Oh, it's a broom!
Not anymore, it isn't. It's a fucking shotgun. You call this? I call this third-degree burns.
Oh, fucking hell.
I really want this to be true, lads. I want to will this into existence.
It's a pensioner's fucking Home Alone.
Yeah.
A witch's Home Alone.
Was that the Witches of Eastwick?
Yes.
Oh, the pentagram is there.
To bring us justice from this crime. Oh, spirit of darkness, now is
A passerby heard the strange noises coming from the house and called the police. When they arrived, the thief was still unconscious on the kitchen floor. The four ladies in the basement said they had no idea how that could have happened.
Oh, you see, this is our pagan society. We just do this on the weekends.
They had come to expect odd sights and
Welcome
sounds.
to Midnight Society.
Whenever the ladies had their
Who has a
hotel
story?
Pagan editing, we call ourselves.
Were our sweet little old ladies actually part of a witch's coven? Neighbors report they could hear them chanting. Did the intruder fall victim to their spell? Or did his
Neighbors
own
heard them
clumsiness
chanting.
cause
We should probably get them all fucking
it? If our ladies
sections.
were
Don't you think?
witches, why did they have access to and knowledge of so many things associated with witchcraft? Truth or falsehood?
Oh, sorry.
True or
But
false?
what,
Fact or
what
fiction?
normal
Fiction,
people?
facts.
What normal people listen to their elderly neighbors chanting? Going, that's a bit demonic. Should we ring someone? Or just go? Nah, they're grads.
That's working on the assumption that all elderly women chant normally.
And now
Like
it's time to see which of our stories are inspired by actual events, which are totally made up.
Oh, camera close.
All right.
Okay, here we go, lads. Right.
Let's look back at
Go
the
time.
story of the race car driver whose life was saved by a ghostly apparition.
This is a very similar story to the soldier from a couple of weeks back, so I'm gonna say false.
I'm gonna say true.
Again, yeah, I mean it's survival
You're locked in,
instinct overall,
Foxy.
so
Come on, Foxy. What you going?
It's not uncommon for like a premonition.
Quick!
False.
Could this story have possibly happened? According to our research, it happened to a driver on the west coast.
mid-80. All right, cool. All right, Amy's already won. Fuck this.
Yeah, we don't. I think we don't have enough time to actually like really think it through because they only give you like 2 minutes.
Rhoda,
I'm gonna say true on this as well.
so glad you could be here to help celebrate.
Yeah, well,
my wedding.
okay. To be fair, we did
Maybe
talk
now
this one to
finally we
death,
can
so
put
I'm
everything
gonna go
behind
with
us and
true.
Become friends. We'll never
Like
be
the
friends.
formaldehyde
Camilla.
is
I'm the one who should be
dissolved
wearing
in
that.
the
This
water.
is what we don't have time
Kevin should
for.
be marrying me.
Foxy.
Kevin doesn't love you, Rhoda. He never did.
True.
You just want
Okay,
him.
we're all
but
true on
I
this one.
have him. You have always been that way. You are a sick woman, Rhoda. You should get some help.
According to published reports, this one was inspired by an actual event.
Nice.
Let's review the story of the doomed soul who believed he was cursed as a werewolf.
Oh, I'm saying
I'm gonna
false.
say true.
There's going to be a full moon tonight.
This one's it was very wishy-washy. I'm gonna say false. There was just
Alright,
no
so we've got-
details to this story at all. Like,
2 false and a
Keep me
true.
alive.
mm,
Do you feel you're going to die?
Yes. You may think it's strange because
God,
death
Geraldo,
can bring
shut
you
up.
peace, but I want to live.
I think because like it's
Life is still precious, even to a will.
Someone could definitely believe that. But
oh, nice.
Obviously, I'm wrong.
It was nothing in there. There was no story. It was just like, man, it's a werewolf. Grrr. Give me more, lads. For fuck off. Just fuck off, like.
The doctor back his will to practice medicine.
This man will die if we don't cool him down.
Oh, I'm going false.
That's my eldest boy.
Yeah, the fact that it just fucking turns up.
Just turns up, like, yeah, false. Also, that and it was just the whole thing was a contrivance. It's like, oh, we're in a hot area. I'm a doctor. Here's some ice. Cool.
There's ice in this thing.
Did you think this one was fact? We played a trick.
Nice. Okay. It all comes down to the witches. I've already lost. I don't give a fuck. I want this one to be true.
How about the story of the little
I want this one to be true as well.
I'm willing this into existence. I don't care.
I got screwed over on the horse. I'm not getting screwed over on the witches.
This is your redemption.
True. You pulling the rinse wind.
Yes.
Yes.
Just willing it into existence.
It's true.
Foxy?
True. Okay.
Oh, not true!
Our research shows this one happened on the
Fuck off!
Yes! Oh, I love it. I love it.
Truth seems to become stretched, distorted, and compromised.
The witches of the West Coast.
The witches of the West Coast.
Fall into a category that can best be described as beyond belief.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
The stories entitled Red Line and The Gathering are true based upon first-hand research.
Let me just do a head count here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amy, help me out here. 9, 10,
11.
11, yes.
Lads, you thought me being sick was going to hinder it. If anything, I think it's just fucking.
I think you're actually on the same wavelength as the writers now. I think this is the trouble. Did they all have this while they were having the cold, like?
Oh my god, their delusions are rubbing off on me.
It's like, hey Jerry, did you have one of those cold dreams again? I sure did, Barry. Check this out, right? We got some witches.
We got a sister. We got two sisters, one who hates the other one, and she's gonna steal her wedding dress from her dead body. Even better.
Listen, how about you, Gary? I had something about a werewolf. You know, Gary, you are always letting the team down here. You're like, this is the same as the last episode. Like, episode 3 is the clincher, and you're fired, Gary. Get out of here. Honestly.
What about a block of ice that just appears? Get out! I said, get out!
I said, get out, Gary!
A race car driver who's visited by the dead pit manager's dad? Ooh, Gary, you come back, Gary. Come back, Gary. I like
Gary.
what you're thinking.
Oh, you always have to tease us down, Gary, don't you? God damn it, Gary.
Do we know any? I just actually realized Gary is my cousin's name. Can we actually stop using the name Gary?
Gary. Gary. Oh, dear. Well, lads, it's been a pleasure doing this formality once more. For all it's worth at this point.
How many episodes are left?
We are if I'm not mistaken, 20 episodes
8?
away. Well, sorry,
in
in the series, yes. I think we are. Yeah. We have 7 left of season 3, and then 13 left of season 4.
Okay. Right. So for me to win, just in general, at life, I have to get. I should end then with 30 wins.
31. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Ooh, that's. Am I going to be like the Undertaker? And it's going to be the 21-1.
The psychic horse
returns. 21-1.
The psychic horse is going to appear at the end of season 3, and it's going to be like the toughest challenge you've ever faced.
Be like, everyone pause your episode so I can do a deep dive into this.
It's like, I fallen for this once. I'm not falling for it again.
They'll say when you fall off the horse, you should get back on, but the horse should have seen that coming because he's a psychic.
Oh, God.
Okay, so when I got to 10, I got a bottle of gin. What will we do then when I get to 20? If I get to 20.
Yeah, if. I mean, it's a fairly small if at this point, but I mean, what other alcohol do you like, if any?
I'm trying to think. Okay, if we get to the 20, and government guidelines / restrictions work in our advantage, will we go to Rascals?
Oh, I think
bring
so.
Foxy with us. Bring Foxy with us.
Well, in the 9 weeks that we have up to this, that's entirely possible.
Or I just want to get a free pizza.
Well, 2 pizzas in your case, to be honest. But
no. I'm not. I'm never doing that again.
That wasn't a remark on her, by the way. She has form in this. So I just want to be clear.
Oh,
it wasn't a slight.
Lads, no, it's look. I'm proud of myself that I managed to achieve it, but I would never do that again.
No,
yeah, like it was worth it.
Your limits. That's good.
It was worth it. But I was actually so glad that we stayed for as long as we did, because I knew for a fact I was not going to be able to move. Like I was nearly in a food coma on the Lewis.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. Look, if that's not an endorsement for Rascals, I don't know what is. You made Amy buy another pizza.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
God, I miss food.
Don't we all? In any case, lads, thank you very much for watching another Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction episode. It's been a pleasure, as always, being here while Amy trounced us again in this pathetic hoedown that is the series. But if you want to watch more of our stuff, by all means, subscribe to the channel, because we got tons of stuff going on. Some of that, hopefully, you will enjoy. But until then, lads, we'll sign off here. Myself, Jonathan, Foxy, and Amy, and Jonathan Frakes in the corner there. We'll see you next week for more of the same.